Hey, yo, what's up, man? You already know what it is. Just here for the comments, man. As we go into this thing, I want to talk about Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless, um, is either stepping down or has been let go from, Undisputed, and we all know the story about Shannon Sharp leaving. And it seems like ever since Shannon Sharp has left, the ratings have been terrible over there at Undisputed. So you got a lot of people clowning. You got a lot of people, happy. Some people, really rock with Skip Bayless. I mean, me personally, man, when it came to Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless together, I thought both of them were absolutely hilarious. I liked Skip. I liked Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp definitely was the energy behind the show, but I think Skip Bayless played the needed villain. You gotta have somebody that you gotta hate. You gotta have somebody that goes against the grain and just, you know, makes you grind your gears in a sense. You gotta have that yin yang. You just have to, man. You gotta have somebody that's just gonna take it there. And Skip Bayless was the ultimate villain for that. But I want to get into some of these comments. Stephen A. Smith talked about what Skip Bayless meant to him. Him and Shannon Sharp have both said that you don't get these gentlemen and their attributes to be able to see them blossom and thrive over the years if it wasn't for Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless can help two black men on their journey in their journalistic careers and their ability to interview, report, talk about sports and the news. So let's look at some of these comments and stuff like that. And I'm going to comment on ones that I feel are worthy of being commented on. One person said, one thing for certain and two things for sure. Stephen A. will never miss an opportunity to mention First Take being number one. But they did, man. I mean, that's an accomplishment. That comes from a winner. If you're a winner and you won with somebody and somebody said, hey, look, man, I believe in you. These people may not believe in you, but I believe in you. And then y'all take it all the way to the top. I wouldn't forget that either. You never forget how people treat you, whether it's bad, whether it's good. And Stephen A. he's never going to forget what, Skip Bayless did for him. Now, they may have their differences. They may have split and things like that. But, hey, it is what it is, man. He loyal in that aspect of, yo, man, I ain't never going to forget what you did for me, so. They say, damn, Skip is 73. Man should be condemned for his consistent dedication. Oh, commended for his consistent dedication to this stuff and his health status. For sure, yo, listen. A lot of people see how Shannon Sharp works out all the time. Skip Bayless was the same thing, man. They say that dude wake up 4 or 5, whatever in the morning and go walk in. And, I mean, he's dedicated. If you look at the dedication and the presentation of how they come prepared for their arguments, just look at how Shannon Sharp runs his ship now with his multimedia space and the things that he's doing. I can only imagine he got a lot of that. I mean, he had his preparation and stuff, but Skip Bayless too. These guys are punctual. They're on time. They're articulate. They know exactly what they're talking about, and they're coming forward, every single time that they get on to television to discuss what they're going to be discussing. Skip Bayless is a person who's been doing this for years. I think they say he went there at 2016 or something like that, man. They've been doing it for like 8, 12, however many years. I think Shannon Sharp and Skip was together for 6 years. So he's been doing this a long time, man. This guy eat, sleep, and breathe sports. I mean, I think one time I heard Skip say, hey, look, man, he told his wife when she was dating him and stuff, like, look, you will never be number one in my life. Like, I was just like, dang. He was serious, though. He's a career-driven. He's that old school, male of, hey, this is my career. Nothing is above my career. This is what it is type situation. So, yeah, he's been doing it for a long time, man. It's a no ratings game. Undisputed went straight down the toilet immediately after Shannon Sharp left. Hey, I mean, I think that is 100% the truth. You know, as much as he may not want to admit it or whatnot, but that is the truth. And you see what he did. He brought in other black men to try to offset that, but it just did not work. Especially with Shannon Sharp going off doing his things. When Shannon Sharp left, he took a lot of people with him. That's just a fact. He took a lot of people with him. And then he went and got Ocho, who just as wild and crazy as he is. Then the Cat Williams incident happened, and then he got all these comedians and all that. Then he got the nightcap and talking about, the things he went through in relationships. It's nothing you can do. Sometimes in life things happen, man, where there's nothing. All you can do is just wait it out. This train is not going to stop. You can't. I remember when Jay-Z was telling, State Property and Beans and all them, like, yo, 50 Cent coming, man. Y'all might as well just buckle up and get ready for it. You're not going to be able to stop this. The momentum is too strong. I don't know why they didn't see that ahead of time with Shannon Sharp leaving. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if Skip wanted him to leave. I guess, obviously Shannon Sharp had his issues and things, so he probably was going to leave anyway. But still, man, I mean, he's made for TV. The Black and Miles and all that. So, yeah, I think because the ratings went down, they lost Shannon Sharp. And I believe, honestly, Skip Bayless is such a fighter and a competitor. And he felt like, look, man, regardless if Shannon Sharp is here or not, we're going to make this thing pop. It's going up regardless if he's here or not. I really believe that's where Skip Bayless was coming from. But there's a reality check, man. He created a monster, bro. It was the worst scenario for as far as you put this man on and then he shines to the world. He surpassed Skip Bayless and then he leaves and everything goes with him. That's got to be tough, man. For real. It's got to be tough. But, that's how it is. Skip Bayless replacing Molly on First Take. Hey, listen, I'm an advocate for it. I don't like Molly, not one bit. I do not like Molly, so nothing personal. I just don't. I definitely would love to see Skip Bayless take her place. I mean, if you guys Skip Bayless, Shannon, it wouldn't work though. I mean, Skip Bayless, Stephen A, and Shannon Sharp, that'd be crazy. But I would like to see Stephen. I believe Stephen A. Smith would like a reunion with Skip Bayless in some capacity. I definitely would be happy to see that for them. But yeah, get Molly up out of here, man. Definitely. Like it or hate him, he literally advocated for Stephen A. and Shannon, even when network said no. Dude is a pioneer of sports media and an ally no matter how many people say he isn't. They don't know the history. Salute to Skip. 100%. Salute to Skip Bayless. From when I first found out about Skip Bayless, it wasn't on cold pizza and all that. It was with him and Shannon Sharp. And I just absolutely just love the way this guy would argue his points. I loved how he would just like, it's because of Skip Bayless I found out Michael Jordan's middle name. And you know what I mean? Like, he has the utmost respect for Michael Jordan. He has the utmost respect for people who don't, because Skip Bayless is a guy, you can tell, he's not a guy who takes things personal. It's just business. Look, I'm not about to hang out with you after the show. None of that. But a lot of people, these people talking about sports and all that stuff. And, he's a pioneer of that, man. He went from being just, the journalist and reporting and all that. Man, he's a trendsetter. You don't got to like the man, but he's done a lot in sports. Definitely helped give a lot of people jobs. Definitely given us some legendary acts, or at least brought them to the forefront for us to see them. So I'm really, really happy with that. Very, very happy with that. So shout out to Skip Bayless on that note, man. Let me see. Oh yeah, Stephen A. Smith said, "I don't root against them. I just root for me to be more successful," and that's real. Look, man, you got to think about it. It's like, look, when it comes to prayer, when it comes to you thinking about yourself, and you say you are in a sports game, or whatever like that, you got to think about it, man. They praying to God just like you praying to God. Somebody's got to win. Somebody's got to lose. Now I'm not saying I want you to lose. I'm just saying I want to win. You know what I mean? And sometimes that's just how it is. Once again, once you get in the corporate world and when you get into business, you got to understand, man, it's not personal. And at the end of the day, it's not the end all be all. What do you mean by that? What I mean, just because Skip is no longer doing that, that doesn't mean that's the end of the road for Skip. Because this guy's a fighter. He'll do his podcast. He's going to do his YouTube. Skip has to, listen, Skip is a dude like Michael Jordan, man. And the reason why I say that is because these guys are addicted to what they do. Jordan is addicted to winning. It don't matter if it's gambling, basketball, golf, cards, playing dominoes. It don't matter. He has to have, he like, even Kobe would say, like, this guy, he has a problem. Like, that's why Kobe was like, yo, I got to find something to subsidize not doing the sport anymore, because he don't want to be like Jordan, who is just, this dude is relentless. He has an addiction to winning. He's very, very competitive. Skip is the same way in that regard, far as, hey, he has to do something in sports. I do not think this is the end of Skip Bayless whatsoever. I 100% believe he's going to find some other way to carve something out for himself. And we haven't seen the last of Skip. You know, he's probably at a rude awakening. He's probably going through a lot of emotions. You know, people just probably coming at him on social media and all this stuff. But is this the end of Skip? I 100% doubt that. Let me see. The moment that Shannon and Skip argued that day was the day that the show Undisputed was over. I mean, you could kind of see the writing on the wall. You know, I really believe that. I literally will wake up, and and on the days that, you know, they didn't have any shows, I was upset. I'll wake up in the morning waiting for Undisputed to come on. I couldn't wait to go on YouTube and watch Undisputed. Like, I could not wait. Really, really, I loved watching those two. So yeah, when it happened, I couldn't believe it. I was in disbelief. But yeah, that pretty much was the writing on the wall for the show. I wanted to see how they were going to try to bounce back, but I honestly, me personally, I didn't even watch the show after Shannon left. I didn't, because their two dynamics was what it made the show to me. Skip by himself, to me, he's boring to me. Like, I watched his podcast, and it was good. He said some really good things, but he needs his hero. If he's going to be the villain, he needs a good hero, and Shannon was a good hero, a good protagonist, if you will, right? Skip would be the antagonist. Shannon was the protagonist. You need those two things to offset each other. That's what's going to give you your balance. And I just feel like when he left, it messed the entire dynamic up. 100%. Read a couple more. Speak, brother, speak. Never kick a man when he's down. I applaud you. In fact, it's refreshing. 100%. You know, a lot of these goofies and these certain Negroes out here will just try to destroy you when you down. You know, and the strongest men in the world is able to show compassion, resilience, and mercy when they don't have to, especially when it comes to the weak. But a lot of y'all can't do that. A lot of people won't be able to do that. A lot of y'all got your egos. A lot of y'all got your pride. You don't understand how to differentiate and say, you know what? I ain't even going to do you like that. I'm going to let you pass. I'm going to let you slide. Because I could F you up right now, but I ain't even going to do that to you. You got enough on your plate as it is. You got too much you got going on anyway, partner. You know what I mean? I ain't even got to do nothing, man. God gonna handle that. You feel me? Like, a lot of people don't have that in them, man. They gotta have the last word, the last straw, all that type of stuff. They gotta be vindictive and vengeful and stuff like that, you know? But, what Stephen A is doing, and I'm pretty sure Shannon Sharp is gonna follow suit. Hey, man, I'm sorry to see that brother going through that. You know? I don't wish that on my enemy. Although we do not agree, although we don't have that relationship that we had once before, that doesn't mean I want to see something bad happen to you. And I think that speaks volume to a person like Stephen A. Smith. I really do. Because it's hard to get that, man. It's hard to get people to have that type of respect for another individual, especially these days in the world of social media. Let me see. If Stephen A. and Skip got together and made an independent sports debate show on YouTube, it will crush anything ESPN/others are putting out in numbers. Hey, it would. I 100% believe. Listen, man. Like I said, I would love to see that for them. for everything to come full circle. And I think with this happening, this will be the perfect opportunity for that to happen. I wouldn't say, I think Stephen A would be 100% down to do it. I think he definitely would do it. And I think that it'd be absolutely amazing. I definitely will watch it because, like I said before, Stephen A, once again, he's at his best when he has a good antagonist and you set him off. He's at his best when you have a great antagonist. That's why I used to like Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman was a great antagonist to Stephen A. Smith. I pick Iguodala. Like, that was just absolutely hilarious, man. You need those different individuals to offset, man. It's the yin and yang. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I think that they're perfect for each other in that, and like I said, I stopped listening to him, but if he has somebody like a Stephen A, hey, I will watch it. I would, because them two, Skip and his my turn. He does his thing. It's hilarious, man. I appreciate his journalism and I appreciate his perspectives and things like that. Doesn't mean I always agree with it, but it was entertaining. And I think that was the point of it all at the end of the day. It's entertaining. It's supposed to get under your skin. It's supposed to uh, bring up some type of emotions and get you to have those reactions. That's the whole point of his journalism. He knows what he's doing. They're reading the comments. They're seeing what people are saying. That's why he has that silly look on his face, man. He knows what he's doing. To me, it's like the WWE. It's like you got the heel. You got somebody coming out there knowing they about to piss you off. And they're going to say whatever they got to. He's going to go in on LeBron. All these new millennials and people who love LeBron and think that he better than Jordan, he going to rip them to shreds. Every single thing he does, every single thing LeBron does, Skip is going to just pick it apart. Oh my God, now with Bronny James, man, he's got content. He's got so much content, it's not even funny no more. You know what I mean? Like, he has a lot of content that he can work with. So I don't think this is the end of Skip Bayless. I really wish him success in his future endeavors and the things that he has going on. I never want to see a man lose his job or anything like that, man, because I know how that feels for sure. So shout out to Skip Bayless. Shout out to Stephen A for making this statement and coming out saying what he said. I'm pretty sure that, maybe he will, maybe he won't. But Shannon Sharp may say something. But I know definitely Stephen A. He's a good brother for that. And yeah. Thanks Skip Bayless for all the times that he did give us. Thank you for helping, put out Stephen A. Smith, giving him a chance, Shannon Sharp giving him a chance, and creating a lot of dope memories for all of us, man. So blessings to you and your family, Skip Bayless. And you already know what it is, man. We here for the comments, man. Peace.